guys ay dati po siyang isang co-owner.
This meeting is being recorded.
Isa po siyang co-owner. Wait lang po. Ayan. Isa po siyang co-owner ng R&A Holdings, ayan, corporation in Canada. Ayan. Specialized in financing, telecom, consulting for domestic and international students and food industry, and have been in trading for over a decade. Grabe yun. Started in crypto and foreign exchange. So guys, let us all welcome ang ating tinaguriang Planet IX Queen. Walang iba kung hindi si Coach Abby Matias. Ayan po, welcome Coach, and go ahead. The floor is yours.
Hello. Hello po. Nakamute na po si Ma'am Elisa. Ma'am Elisa, salamat po sa Queen of Crypto. Ano? Crypto. Ano ba yun? Hindi ko na
Planet
matandaan.
IX Queen.
Planet IX.
Planet IX Queen. Actually, lahat po tayo ay at saka hindi po yun talent. Hindi po yun talent or title. You know, it's always a title. At I'm not really a fan of titles. At ayan po, and salamat po sa introduction, short introduction po sa akin. And it's a privilege, it's an opportunity po na-invite po ako sa Zoom na mag-share din. Okay, mag-share. Actually, I got in sa kalagitnaan ng presentation ni Ma'am Beth. You know, ang nakita ko po talaga, and I want to give Ma'am Beth a big clap for that. Yung napaka-consistent po niyang mag-present, napakaganda. She's got a very fruitful mind, no? Sharing talaga na it's not just about talking about the business, boring po yung ganon. She's kind of like, while presenting the business, she's at the same time building the rapport sa atin, yung pinalalapit niya yung interest natin towards the business, and that is really nice. And to have these presenters ng business na ito, we need them, we also have to support them. Ano po, magkakasama po tayong lahat, ilang taon na po tayong magkakakilala sa business na ito. Grabe, no? Hindi na po mabilang sa kalendaryo ang pinagsamahan natin. And I kind of like saying, nope, I'm busy when Ma'am Althea was inviting me. And I really like to thank Ma'am Althea also for inviting me. It's an opportunity. Ma'am Althea, she's always been very supportive to the community of also of Team Europe, particularly na siya po yun po yung parang gift ni Ma'am Althea to invite, to get close to leaders na mag-motivate. And we have to love Ma'am Althea for that role na binigay din po sa kanya. Tama si Ma'am Beth, sabi po niya, yung kakayahan ng iba, hindi po natin kakayahan. So, to make them all together, to put them all up together, we can make a big force, strong force, para maging successful po tayo. So, yes, ako po ay isang negosyante sa Canada. I hate talking so much about myself, na po. But for the sake of inspiring, yes, and I became an OFW as well. For 6 years, nasa Taiwan po ako, and napakahirap ng isang OFW where you leave the country, hindi mo alam kung ano pong sasadlakan mo doon, how will people be treating you, ano ba, mabait ba sila, hindi natin alam, wala kang clue, wala kang ka-idea kung ano nga ba ang magiging kapalaran mo doon. But we are warriors, we are brave, na we take the challenge no matter what for the sake of family. And hindi natin mabilang yung lumalabas sa bansa. Way back then, those years, wala pa po yung mga social media, wala pa po itong mga digital marketing businesses na sinasalihan natin, unfortunately. So the challenge was, you graduate from Philippines, nagtapos ka na isang career, and you have to get out of the country para lunukin mo ang iyong pride. That sucks, di ba? Yun po ay sucks. Dito sa Canada, yun yung expression, sucks talaga ang buhay. But regardless, we have to face those at overcome natin to the best we can. And you know, I realize na pagka pala nagdaan ka ng sobra-sobrang sakripisyo sa buhay, it will mold you to become more clever. Pansinin niyo po, yung mga taong nasanay na they've got gold in their mouth. Ano po yung ibig sabihin? Yung bang laging ano, di ba? Hindi nakaranas nagkamay ng kumain. So, ganun na lang ang kuwan natin, di ba? Ah, hindi na life is just so for them napaka complicated na, konting problema lang napaka sensitive nila. But with people who have been gone through those trials, they are more clever. They are more like survivors. Survival ang buhay sa kanila. There's always a way under the sun and the moon, the sky, big sky. So invitations are kind of like, I would look at them as opportunities, no? Keeping our options open to opportunities is not bad at all. At maraming salamat. Sasabihin po natin sa nag-invite, huwag po natin kagalitan or i-unfriend sa Facebook. Instead, we can say, hey, salamat sa invitation, no? Deep in your heart, maybe hindi mo pa nag-grasp, hindi mo pa mga 20% pa lang sabi ni Ma'am Beth, but that if you will just give it a try, no? 20% maging 40% later on. Hindi mo lang madidetect. Hindi, you don't really literally have to measure it na, 40% na yung aking interest doon. No. But at least you haven't missed that chance, no? Yung opportunity na dumaan sa iyo. Remember, no? Opportunities only come at once. Pag pinalampas mo po yan, there is a word in English, they say, slip. SLIP, it's gonna slip. Hindi yung pay slip ha. It's gonna slip away. Meaning, tatagas, no? Tatagas po yun. Pag pinalampas mo, and they only come at once. Pag si Lord binigyan tayo ng pagkakataon, He's gonna, sinayang mo. Ako kumatok sa pintuan mo, and inisnab mo ko, then I will go ahead and knock ako doon sa neighbor's door. O di ba sinayang mo yung chance, malay mo baka yun yung imbitasyon na inaantay mo. Yan. Sabi ng isang vlogger, hiling ka ng hiling sa dasal mo kay Lord na, Lord, bigyan mo ako ng another chance. But when it comes, isisihin mo pa yung magagalit ka pa dun sa nag-invite. We are all aware, we all know na Lord uses people, other people who may be in our way, on our way, and those might be his disguise, no? Para lumapit sa atin. He can literally come down and come to us. Di po ba? So the reason I showed up is I want to experience greatness. It's not that I'm already business owner. I'm a little, I could say, I could count myself maybe a little bit successful in life, but I still want to have to experience that greatness, that real greatness. So when I accept invitations and I don't let opportunities slip away, it means I'm accepting those challenges. Okay, those are other calls of chances. Okay, and that's how success means to me. Pagka hindi mo pinalampas yun, then go for it. Don't put limits on your boundaries, on yourself. Regardless, wag mong sabihin, kasi pag puno na yung cup mo, be always an empty cup, open. Na I kind of like tend to be making myself na, pretend. Sometimes I pretend na wala akong alam. That's the way I am. Just to get more and more informations. Kasi pag all-knowing ang isang tao, naku, parang yung sa Ilocano, no? Pag puno na daw ang salop, di mo na yan masidsid, no? Di mo na daw yan masidsid. There's no more way. You can press it down or push more on that empty or that full thing. So, if you are an empty cup, marami ka pang silid na, marami pa pala akong matututunan sa buhay. Regardless of your age or kung ano man po ang itsura mo, kulay mo, or whatsoever. It doesn't really matter. So, I'm using examples po ni Ma'am Beth earlier about this business. My goodness. But let me begin with sharing with how do you call it? I was listening at Ma'am Beth's presentation, and I realized na ang buhay natin sa business ito is it's all about connecting the dots. Right? Marami po tayong mga motivators, they were talking about connecting the dots, but in a perspective po ng ating business, especially yung business ng Planet IX, it's all about connecting the dots, right? When with Crowd One Business, when we try to invite people, it's also about the entire challenge of this business is also connecting people from one another, from you to other people. Narinig po natin sa ating presenter na yun, you have to invite, there's a link, yung mga ganun, and then they have to relate or they have to be attune themselves doon po sa linya natin para for them to become a part of us. And it's really fun, no? And yeah, tama si Ma'am Beth na Ma'am Elisa when she mentioned that I really love Planet IX. I've seen a very, very big opportunity in this Planet IX. Actually, isa na rin po ako dun sa, besides doon sa, aside from those people na i-present ni Ma'am Beth who have testimonies about their income in Planet IX, ako rin po ay isa na rin sa mga nag-prove na yes, there is income in Planet IX. Hindi ko na nga po binibilang. I don't really pay much attention on those. I just found it that it's super fun to build territories, to build those projects that the Planet IX have down the line, no, down the pipe. Ang dami pong projects na pagkakakitaan natin and non-stop. The one thing that I love with Planet IX is napaka-consistent nila. Hindi sila pumapalya sa pagpo-provide ng mga other more streams of income down the pipe, no? Pag tinignan natin ang roadmap, well, it's English. Napaka-boring basahin. Ako nga, hindi ko binabasa masyado. But at least, there are guidelines, no? Ito pa pala mangyayari. And since the beginning, that roadmap, no, makikita po natin diyan sa white paper. Kasi as a trader for over a decade, ang una ko pong tinitignan sa isang project actually is yung pinaka-white paper. Right? Yun yung pinaka-roadmap. And when there is a white paper, most likely, hindi na nila yan basta-basta babaguhin. Or, i-revise natin. Nagbago isip natin. There is a transparency in that kind of business. Meaning, there's honesty na nakapaloob na doon. Why? Kung ano man yung plano ng mga, mga developers way back then, let's say in 2000, Ma'am Beth mentioned, if you remember, way back in April, way back last year, kung ano yung naging plano nila. Actually, bago April, nag-launch ang Planet IX, matagal na yan, plinano ng mga developers. So whatever their initial plans were, ay talagang yun na talaga ang goal nila to happen. And that's why ang basihan namin to look at the business is ano ba ang kahinat na nito? You can already project what's gonna happen in that business. Kaya po, that's where my trust is based on. Doon po sa Planet IX white paper. And to look at all this one, connecting to the dots, no? Let's go back to the connecting the dots. Yes, you will always find challenges. Hindi po napakadaling sabihin, I'm gonna connect the dots today, starting today. Yes, it's easy to say that. But remember, in anything, any desire that we may have, we have to expect that there are always challenges along the way. Ako po, kahit nasasabi, napakadaling sabihin, business owner yan, or whatever. But beyond that, behind those stories, success stories, whatsoever, nagdaan po ako sa katutak na trials, tribulations, embarrassments, napakadami. Because why? I also became an insurance agent in Canada. Way back then, and I've retired myself when I was 39. 39 years old. Nakakahiyang sabihin. I'm not proud of it. Bakit? Parang naging tamad ako after 39 years old. But no. I didn't become lazy after 39 years old. Instead, I became busier in this life. Ang dami ko grabe, hindi ko na mabilaw anong responsibility. But the good part is, I have a big heart to share whatever blessings I have. Right? So, connecting the people in Planet IX, believing that somehow, or connecting the dots, not people, that's in Crowd One, but connecting the dots in Planet IX. What are those dots, by the way? I know most of us, Except yung mga bago po siguro, hindi nila maintindihan kung ano yung dots na pinag-mention ko po dito, pinagsasabi ko. I'm talking about the dots na yung mga pixels in form of pixels. Yung mga pixels na yon, they are magical, I would say. Bakit? Sila po yung nagbibigay ng pera sa atin. Tulad ng pinakita ni Ma'am Beth, there is someone who was even able to sell 138 138,000 sa lowest price almost ng planet ng IXT, di ba? Kung kailan mababa ang value ng IXT, may nakabenta pa rin ng ganon. Does it count as money? Yes, it is. Ang pinuhunan lang niya, alam mo sa totoo lang, ang pinuhunan sangkatutak na puyat at pagsasakripisyo din. Right? I can tell. Now, bakit nasabi kong sakripisyo? Grabe ang sakripisyo dito. Makain po sa oras ang pagpa-Planet IX, but what's your loss? Ano bang nawala sa iyo? Ang sakripisyo lang. Yes, you'll sacrifice a little bit now, just like us. Way back in those years when I mentioned, okay, I became an overseas Filipino worker, nagkuskus din ako ng ilang cars every Chinese New Year. Naranasan ko nagkarwash ng 10 kotse every Chinese New Year. Ilang araw Chinese New Year, from January something, mid of January up to February 5, right? So grabe. But when I look back, oh my goodness, I'm glad I did those, right? Hindi ko nagagawin yun now that I'm old, right? So if there are millennials here, mga millennials, mga anak namin, grabe. Don't waste your chances. Don't waste your time. Your sacrifices might be happening now. It's just gonna happen for a shorter period of time, and then later, medyo life would be a lot easier, di ba? So ganun po yung maging mindset natin. Don't like, let's go back to Planet IX. Medyo na-divert po yung ating no. But in Planet IX, when we are connecting the dots, somehow we all know that down the road, those dots will connect somehow. Di ba ba? Maybe taliwas man, it will probably lead you to a different way. Di ba? Minsan, ito ang gusto kong shape ng aking territory. But unfortunately, down the road, yun po yung challenge. Down the road, it will lead you to a different path. Taliwas sa pinapangarap mo. It doesn't really matter. But you know that down there somehow, at some point in time, magko-connect yung iyong dots, di ba? At bibigyan ka ng ng bayad. So ganun yung inspiration. So let's look a little bit. Biglang sumulpot sa isip ko yung si Mr. Pacquiao, no? Sa bawat suntok ni Mr. Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao, we all know him. He's very popular somehow, no? Si Mr. Pacquiao, bawat suntok ni Mr. Pacquiao, naisip ko lang, suntok ba yun ng suntok, sugod ng sugod? No. But every time he punches, lahat ng suntok ni Mr. Pacquiao, I'm really sure na meron yan strength. Meron yan, ginawa niya yun with all his force or his vigilance. Na hindi lang siya sugod, sige, unplanned, no? So, no. Yung for every suntok he takes, no? Wala siyang takot. Wala siyang, siguro trial lang ito, o subukan ko lang. No, there's no way na subukan mo lang yan. Anong pinagluloko mo lang sarili mo. Make it the most out of it. Pagka you try to do something, be seriously, be able to have it, make it work, no matter what. Right? So, remember, ang pagkakataon only comes at once. So, baka yun yung last chance mo to suntok, no? Or to punch that challenge in your life. Wag mong sayangin yung na sasabihin mo, trinay ko lang, kaya ako nag-fail, 'di ba? So, what kind of person are you pag ikaw yung ganung tao, no? So I often hear people na oftentimes they are like how they call? They are pessimists. Alam po yung miss lahat ng klase ng miss, may optimist, may pessimist. Yung pessimistic people, they are the ones who always make excuses. Kasi ganito, yeah, but their sentence always starts with yes, but But, there are always buts in their sentences. Blah, 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 blah. Lahat ng reasons na nakita nila dyan, they make it yun yung excuse nila, right? Not to accomplish things. And those are the pessimist people. And those optimistic people also, optimistic means being positive. Tayo po yun. Otherwise, we are not even here in this Zoom na nag-uusap about the business. We are being so positive, optimistic about this business na sinalihan natin. Hindi natin kilala mga owners, we don't know them. We haven't met them personally. Not all of us have met them. Some of our leaders, yes, they did. But we still have put our belief on this company, and we are being optimistic. Di po ba? Naging positive po tayo. Those who are, or we are all the ones expecting good things that may happen in this company. Now, you know where I put myself into things? Bakit po ako nagpupursu at any time? At until now, sabi nga, negosyante ka na nga, mahilig ka pa mag-business ni dyan, mag-present, whatsoever. Alam niyo po, it's not just about money at all. It's about my being competent. No, hindi po ako nagkompetensya dito, nag-strive to build Planet IX territories. No. I mean, it's just but within myself na I want to be competent. Like I was not in my mind, I was not just born to be like this. Hanggang dyan lang ba? Hanggang dyan ka na lang ba? No, I'm not. And I'm not kind of person na if my optimistic, my pessimistic, whatever they are, no, meron din palang mga taong realistic, no? Yung mga realist people, ako po yon. Ano po yung description ko sa mga realist people? Bakit po ako business-minded? I was not born to be business person. I didn't graduate in Philippines as a business person, right? Hindi po linya sa natapos ko so far. Actually, I've been enrolled like 6, nag-biz bio, kung ano-anong, nag-teacher, halfway lahat po yun. Parang wala po akong natapos ni isa. And I ended up finishing up my computer science. And then lumabas po ako ng bansa, naging katulong din pala. No? Imaginin mo yung sarili mo, nakahawa ka doon ng pichel. Tapos nagkawa yung amo mo, hey, pour some water here. What a life, right? Hindi mo halos malunok yung sitwasyong ganun. Napagdaanan po natin lahat ng mga OFWs, lahat po ng katulad ng naging OFWs. Well, we've been there. But I've always told myself, hanggang dyan ka na lang ba? No way, Jose. Diba? No way, Jose. Papayag ba akong ganyan? Hindi ako papayag. Hanggang sa, at some point, okay, nakarating ka sa sitwasyon na hindi ka na ganun. And when I kind of like make jokes with Chinese people. Sometimes they are in business with me. Say, hey, bakit inaano nyo yung mga katulad kong mga Pilipino sa bansa mo? Well, not generally, right? Biro lang naman. I cannot blame on them anyway. But that's the kind of life na hindi ka doon. Salpa ka na doon. Diyan ka na lang. You can do something. Right? And let's go back to being realist. I describe myself as being a realist person. Realist means for me, na those are those kind of people who adjust. Yeah. In a business perspective, those are kinds of people who adjust the sales. No? Limbawa, ito yung umuuso ngayon, i-adjust mo. Mag-adjust ka, hindi yung, ito na lang, dito na lang ako. Period. No? Itatak mo, itaga mo yan sa bato, dito na lang ako. No, you have to be flexible. Kung ano yung trending up, kung ano yung uso, aralin mo, tama si Ma'am Beth. You have to give it a try. You have to give it yourself some initiative to learn. No? And I'd like to emphasize to you, all my friends, business partners, some leaders, I know I may not be di man ako presidente siguro sa crowd one, it doesn't really matter, right? What counts most is your heart and what's within, right? And your insight. I mean, your willingness to share whatever you have. You may have different experience. You may have different experience in life when it comes to your successes. Lahat tayo successful. Huwag mong underestimate yung sarili mo na, si Ma'am Abby, successful yan. Ako hindi. No. Don't ever compare, right? And one thing that I want to emphasize to all of us is this. Whatever life is just about choices, about decisions that we make. About whatever the decisions we make in life, that will determine how your future would be. Let's go back. Whatever the decisions that you make now, yun ang magiging basihan ng magiging kinabukasan. For example, ilang pahina na ng kalendaryo ang nalalagas. Pinapanood natin, actually tayo pa yung naglalagas ng kalendaryo, yung pages, di ba? But there is a psychology in there. Pagka nilalagas mo yung September na naman, December na naman, ber na naman. There is a psychology there. Naiisip mo ba na whatever those ginawa mo on those months na nilalagas mo sa kalendaryo, you know what? Pag wala kang ginawa on those months, wala kang inahasahan sa susunod na taon. Happy New Year pala, 2023 na pala ulit, di ba? So imaginein mo, yung pahina, slow motion mo sa imagination mo, yung pahina ng mga kalendaryo nalalagas. Oh, nalalagas. But there's psychology there. Habang nalalagas yun, what have you done in between those gaps ng mga nalalagas na kalendaryo, right? Looking at those pages ng calendar na yan, guess what? I can visualize my offer by looking at all those na ginawa mo. Okay, ito pala yung mga accomplishments ko. Kaya pala, sabi ko, hindi ako tumitingin sa iba, no? Compare ko sarili ko, ako negosyante yung iba, no? No, I don't care much, no? What all care about is, what I care all about is about myself, my choices. Because yung mga choices ko, nagkakaroon ng successful results. Hindi lang results, successful results. Right? Successful results na hindi ko na, babalikan ko, I'm glad I did this. Just like when I've decided, hey, I'm gonna play Planet IX. Yes, ang piniga ko yung puyat. Piniga mo ang bulsa mo, of course. Alam niyo po yung pakiramdam habang nagbibid ka, Diyos ko, sana may tumanggap sa bid ko, 2iXT. Ay, napakamahal na yung 2iXT sa akin. Kuripot po ako. Ako'y Buksimingero, naalala niyo po. Ako'y Ilocano, ano ka ba? I'm not saying to drag down Ilocano, but we value so much whatever we have. Maliit man yan o malaki. Grabe, halos ayaw mong pakawalan, right? 2iXT, grabe, ang laki na yun sa akin. Sana, kaya tumatawad pa ako. Anong ginagawa ko sa 2iXT na tawad ko? Ibaba ko, 188. Matas pa rin yung 1.88. Pag nakita niyo po yung nagbibid dyan, 1.8, ako po yun. No? Wag po yung kayo ma-high blood. It's just a matter of choice. Alright? So, nasa inyo po. Kung tanggapin niyo po yun, maraming salamat. But if you don't, then that's okay. Right? Let's negotiate something like that. So, the actions and decisions are very important. Narinig po natin yan kay Ma'am Beth. Ma'am Beth is really powerful when she presents. Very consistent. Wala siyang o. I've been presenting to, but there's so many translators sa brain ko na, iisipin mo pa kasi pag-aralan ko ang Nipungo. I speak Mandarin. And so there's translator. When I got in Canada, I said, can you please repeat your sentence 3 times? I told my employers, can you please repeat your sentence for 3 times before I get it? Right? Because very slang. Nag-speak English din tayo eh. Diba? Yung better, that's better. That's better. Dito, that's better. Which you prefer? Coke or Sprite? Sabi ko, ano daw? Which do you prefer? Coke or Sprite pala? Sabi ng isang Islam, which do you prefer? Coke or Sprite? Huh? What do you mean? Please repeat it. I'm gonna write it down. Tawa sila sa akin, you're funny girl. Sabi, hindi, bakit may narinig ako rice? Di ba? Which do you prefer? Coke or Sprite? Hindi mo pronounce ng maayos. Mag-away tayo talaga. Islam, which do you prefer? Coke or Sprite? Aaway tayo talaga niyan. Daming English, hindi ko naintindihan. So, here's the thing. Don't be fearful. Pagka meron kang hindi naintindihan sa isang negosyo, balikan mo. Hey, teka sandali. Ito po, pakilinaw po, Ma'am Beth. Pag may kitaan dyan, ano ang unang step kong gagawin? Huwag mo sabihin mga sinungaling, nakarinig ka ng nakabasa ka ng negative review diyan, no? Yan alam niyo po. So alam na po natin dapat na ang mga bad reviews diyan nababasa natin, no? May bayad po yung mga iyon. Nag-bad review sila, may bayad po sila. It's an app. I will show you later kung ano po yung mga apps na pwede ka palang, magkikita ka ng pera, nagre-review ka lang, nagbabad review. May mga ganyan apps pala, no? So, as you take your actions and learn, you can do greater things. As you take your actions, you will progress. If you take an action, the world around you, your environment will react. Ito palang ginawa ni Abby. Masipag siya mag-Planet IX. My Planet IX platform has given me back something. Di ba? So, ganyan din ang mangyayari. If you take actions, you will learn a lot and you will get paid. Okay? And you will ignite that mindset of yours to make more plans. Di ba? Dadami pa ng dadami ang interest mo and then dadami rin ang makukonek mong dots down the line. Yung Planet IX pieces. Di ba? And it will inspire you to construct more, build more, and until what's gonna happen to you. Kahihinatnan mo, magiging domain expert ka. Wow, what a title. Yun ang magandang title. Wag yung, ito si ganito, it's really a little bit irritating to be called presidente. Ikaw si ganito. Kaya dito sa Canada, ma-share ko lang po, no? People hate it when you call them ma'am or sir. They don't want to be called ma'am or sir. Please don't call me sir. If it's a lawyer, employer mo, ang gusto nila, hey, Lindsay, doktor yan. Doctor? Di ba sa atin, natanay pa. It's a kind of respect. It's a culture thing, I guess. But, we respect people, not just by addressing them with their titles and stuff. And I got used to it too na, parang nakakahiya tuloy matawag na ma'am or sir or whatever. But yan po nakasanayan natin anyway. At if here it's very acceptable if tinawag kang doctor ka or lawyer ka, hindi ka tatawaging attorney. They just call you by names. But awkward naman pagka nanay mo tinawag mong, hey Karen. Ay naku, nanay mo yan. Ganyan. Kahit mother-in-law, ay Karen, ay Brian, halika dito. Diba? Pero ganyan nga eh malay natin. But of course, as I've said, wag po nating tignan yung mga loopholes ng iba, yung whatever. You have to practice who really you are to project the real you, di ba? Huwag kang to gaya-gaya po, tumaya ka dyan. Huwag mong sundan o huwag mong gayahin yung mapangit, no? So, when it comes to business perspectives, there's no talent, no? Wala pong talent. But guess what? There is hard work. Kaya po, sometimes may mga boastful na tao, no? They are being so boastful with their talents, with their gifts. No, wag mo nating ipagmalaki yung mga talents na yan. They are bestowed on us. They are bestowed on us by God. Gift na yan. Halimbawa, pinanganak kang gwapo, maganda, matalino, whatsoever. Don't be proud of those. But guess what? I believe in this. Na naging successful ka because kung ano man yung talent na binigay sa'yo ni Lord, ginamit mo yan. Pinaghirapan mo yan to do that hard work at nagkaroon ng successful result. Yeah? You could be anyone that you would want to be. If you put time. Now, let's go back to time. Napakalaki ng time na kinakain ni Planet IX. Well, unfortunately, sa mga iba, so sad, no? Wala silang enough time. Maybe in your heart, in your mind, you want to spend more time with your platforms. Unfortunately, hindi ka naman free. May work, may commitment ka in some other ways. So, unfortunately, but at least you put a little time. Doesn't really matter. Don't measure it. You are functioning for the purpose of helping out your family. It's okay. But at least don't miss out yung time mo to spend in this platform. Get updated. Get all the informations that you need from the leaders. Kaya nga sabi ni Ma'am that 50 million leaders, you don't really have to go by books anymore to learn more things, diba? Based on the experiences and sharing and education that we're getting from leaders, nandyan po sila, lalong-lalo na we have a very hardworking leaders like Coach Eddie, Coach Danny, those times when I hear them, you know, it fires you up when you hear them. "Ah, paano kaya?" The only thing that you have to do is, hey, wait a second, please show me how. No? Well, we might be very busy. Wag niyo po akong i-approach. I might be very busy, but I can try so hard. And this is what I can say. Be obsessed with your dreams, something that you can build in your platform. Be obsessed. For example, whether that be whether yung ang obsession mo is to build a territory, maybe to build a facility, tapos meron na naman ako ipopost dyan sa Facebook, may ano pa, may reels pa, may music background pa, something like that. That's my happiness a little bit, right? But it's not to brag or para magyabang. No, I want people to see and get curious, di ba? And maraming nagme-message, hey Abby, I'm interested in learning how to do your Planet IX. Paano ba mag-build mo facility? What are those for? Kind of ignorant about what we do, but it's okay. At least there is a way for them to see it and they get curious about it. So be obsessed with whatever your dreams that's gonna happen in your platform, no? Kasi pagka meron kang pangarap, wala ka namang ginagawa towards it, it's useless, no? So ganyan po ang alintulad ko sa isang talent. You may have the best talents in the world. Maganda ka pinanganak, you have the beauty, you have all the handsomeness in life, but that doesn't count much, no? What counts most at the end of the day is your hard work towards that kind of gift that is given to you. Magkakaiba po tayo ng gift, di ba? Maganda si Mambet, magaling ano, she's a smiley face. Maganda yung ngiti niya, or yan ang gift ni Mambet na binigay ni Lord, and she's very consistent with the flow of her presentations. So it's to thank God. She has that willingness to take that action and share it with us. Di po ba? And salamat. Otherwise, kung si Mambet, ayaw ko nga, bala kayo dyan sa buhay niyo. Ayokong mag-present. Kung ano naintindihan sa akin lang, if she had that kind of mindset and attitude, wala tayong magagawa. That's how I define talents are. So I don't believe much, and I don't admire so much those people who have talents. What I admire most is their willingness to take the action. I really love that part. And, you know, from my heart to yours, para hindi po tayo magtagal, no? Baka magsawa po kayo sa akin. So, from heart to yours, always remember, don't even be scared or have that fear to step up and make your choices. Be a domain expert, maybe that's your dream, or maybe you wish that you can build more territories, facilities. Those are all good streams of income in Planet IX, as we have proven. We have seen other players who are making an income. I can say I am making from those territories that I built in one account, I would say 73, around 73, 74 IXTs every day. That's how much I collect. I actually, I cannot even say every day because hindi ko naman mini-measure kung anong oras ba ako nag-claim. No, there's no consistency sa aking pag-claim. It doesn't really matter at all. As long na ang payout nandun, saka mo na lang kolektahin later on, it doesn't really matter. You go back later, wag mo nang i-measure. I don't keep track on my records and how much I do every day. But yes, I am trying to put them in one savings account. Savings account means in the MetaMask, put them all together there, whatever I collect. Those are my personal accounts only because I am handling some purpose also. And it's very, you know, it's a very amazing platform na kung saan naghirap ka, nag-build ka, in the future, you've spent so much time in the beginning, of course, money also, but ito na yung kapalit, di po ba? Anihan na, kumbaga. Well, it may not be, my time frame might not be the same as your time frame kasi hindi naman po tayo magkakaparehas ng effort, ng time na ini-spend yan sa ating platform, but it's okay. Wala mo naman pong limits or wala po naman pong time frame na sinet up ang platform. It's just your own time frame is not the same as mine, but we will all arrive at the same finish line, right? So I know it's nighttime sa Philippines. And of course, everybody's claiming, just like me, when I was listening to Ma'am Beth, I was also claiming my, and I was not done. I was just halfway. I've started with from A to Z, nasa letter E pa lang ako. Grabe, from A to Z. And I have like, di ko na po mabilang. I thought last time I've announced, oh, I have 70 accounts. But hindi lang pala 70 accounts. Hindi ko na po nabibilang, right? So hindi ko na natatapos yung finish line ko, but it's okay. And see, the successful results is a product of our action, your willingness to take that action. I may not be the smartest, hindi po ako expert na nag-advise po sa inyo dito. I may not be the smartest or richest person in the world. I may not be the manager and may not be the president or director of Crowd One, but it's okay. I don't go by titles, no? Remember, I don't go by titles. And I am that kind of person that becoming a successful is who believes that becoming successful is just by going with that dream, that spark of desire that I've heard that from Ma'am Beth. Don't ignore that spark of desire within you. Pag meron kang desire, make it work. Right? Work for it, allow it to happen. And let me leave you with this, right? Hindi po ako super successful, but I have results. I am the kind of person who will never be defeated. When it comes to dreams, I have to make it a point naman ang nangyayari yan, no matter what. Right? Wag naman yung by hook or by crook. Kasi pag sinabi mong by hook or by crook, kailan matupad? You have picked the wrong choices to make your dreams happen. Mali naman yon. Di po ba? But you could say by any means, you have to make your dreams come true, right? You didn't ignore that opportunity. You have kept your options open to opportunities, and that will make you more successful, build results. So far, a little bit of just to lastly inspire you guys. So when it comes to building the plan, I already built like 9 times 6 tiles. Okay, 9 accounts with 6 tiles. Di po ba? Sa isang account, meron po tayong 6 na tiles. So I have built that one filled up with facilities, puno po yun, tiga-6, 9 times 6, so that's 54. 9 times 6 is equal to 54. And the scattered accounts also, I have built like 34 accounts with, some of them have 3 facilities. They are on the go also for filling up the 6 tiles. So yung mga 34 accounts na yon, there are like 3 or 2 facilities in them. It doesn't really matter kung anong kulay. Remember, don't discriminate the colors. Through the colors, doesn't really matter. Basta binigyan ka ng facility, don't get upset. Diba? You get what you get, but you don't get upset. Take it. Right? I'll take it. It's a blessing. Pinaghirapan mo po yun. Right? But it will pay you at least somehow money, amount of monetary benefit. So that's everything for now, my friends, my partners. Maraming salamat po sa pakikinig, and I hope some of you got inspired with my sharing. And God bless everyone. Happy New Year again, and good luck to your building the territories, anything that you want to build in your platform or projects in Planet IX. Back to you, Ma'am Elisa. Salamat po.